Welcome to the second episode of HIVEMIND, the phone call. The decisions the HIVEMIND has made for the characters will be revealed throughout the episode. Trigger warning: this episode contains mentions of murder, suicide, and a dead body, although nothing graphic. We start off where we left, with the police investigation. The two police officers, Tengiz Bakia and Maria Valiani, who received the call late at night, had just arrived at the police station. The drive home from Vano's farm had been eerie and scary. The whole situation had reeked of suspiciousness, and finding such a tragedy was not something that often happened in the Guria region. Like it was decided by some higher power, they knew they had to begin with examining the body and finding the reason of death. Fortunately, Mary was experienced with forensic analysis, and they could begin right away. By the body's decomposition, they determined that it had been dead for at least a week, and up to 3. Due to weather condition and the body having been run over, it was hard to make a precise estimate. Mary found no signs of wounds or physical trauma on the body. Therefore the gunshot could be determined as being fatal, and the reason of death. At last, the suspicion of suicide was ruled out, because of the angle in which the bullet had entered the body, which could not have been a possible angle if the shot was self-inflicted. At this point, the same day as the body had been found, the investigation was ruled a murder investigation. Putting the body away, Mary and Tengiz both had a weird feeling of peace, being able to put someone to rest, who had had a horrible death. At this time, it was 2 weeks since Laya had seen her son, but she was still holding on to hope. She had talked a lot with Luca's 2 friends, who both offered their sympathy. To her, it was clear that Luca just wanted the best for her, and had kept hunting because he did not accept a night being unsuccessful. Laya knew that Luca would not have run away, and the thought of what could have happened to Luca kept drilling into her brain. Having been unsuccessful with the police, which she was furious about, she decided to contact media publishers directly, to hopefully get some attention towards Luca's disappearance. This attempt only proved to push her frustration and disappointment further. Going down the list of the different media publishers and calling them, she only received excuses, like how it wasn't the type of news they wanted to bring, or since they hadn't heard about the disappearance, it must just be a runaway. At the verge of tears, finishing the last phone call, Laya was defeated. Why was no one taking her seriously? As she lay trying to sleep the same night, she kept replaying the night of Luca's disappearance 2 weeks ago in her head. What could she be missing? The clock was reaching 3 a.m. when she decided she couldn't go through this situation alone anymore. Sitting with her laptop in her bed, she went looking for the best private investigators in her area. After some time, she had found 3 good options, and decided that she wanted to call the best one. When she woke up, finally having some comfort in what to do, she could sleep okay for the first time in what felt like forever. Back at the police station, the investigation was continuing. Deciding that they didn't have enough information about the dead body for it to be majorly newsworthy, Tengiz and Mary had only contacted the local newspaper with the basic information about the case, the general location of the body, and the fact that it was a murder case. Just having contacted the local newspaper, Tengiz's personal phone rang, and on the screen an unknown number was displayed. The mysterious caller had an obvious voice changer, and the deep voice was almost not understandable. The caller said that they had an important message from the higher-ups. They demanded for the investigation to be stopped, and for the death to be ruled a suicide. They said that if any information about the case got revealed to the public, Tengiz and Mary would face consequences. The call ended as abruptly as it had started, and Tengiz stared with a terrified look at Mary. What did this mean? And who was this mysterious caller? This is where the second episode ends. In the form linked in the description and on Discord, you will need to answer these questions. Should Tengiz and Mary, the 2 police officers, listen to the mysterious call and stop the investigation? Which of the 3 private investigators should Laya contact? Good luck. Your choices will matter.